Good afternoon, pin people. Happy time zone to wherever you're at. Toby, get ready. It's stream time. From Corolla! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. I stopped in for a second, but I was just passing through. Y'all were talking about some amazing Esterbrook news. Well, sorta. We're gonna cover that here in a little bit. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you're doing well. As always, nice shirt. I like this shirt. Look, it's got a little orange thing right here. I like it. That's it. That's all the orange. I don't know. Who won today? God, good group today. I was probably like 50-50. Probably like 4-4, 4-5, something like that. Had some good matches and some bad matches. So, yeah. I don't know that we'll always... I don't know that we're going to keep this Wednesday thing running. It really kind of like cramps my style. Just as far as like workflow stuff goes, but it's okay. I'm good. Like we might swap it up. So anyway, thank you Corolla for the raid. Hope you had a great time. Have fun playing with inks. Power Belly 73 months of subbing. Let's go. All right, we got lots of things going on. We got texts coming in, news and notes flying. Festerbrook festering everywhere. It's an interesting story. It's an interesting story. We painted with fountain pen inks. I need to get back on that. Finally got to raid me. Love it. Spoke pencils. We're going to talk about that. I have that pulled up on the side screen here. We have 2 new models. We'll do some show and tell tomorrow. What's the Esterbrook story? We'll go back over it here in just a second. Talk some goss. Yeah, we'll follow up on the goss here. I'm just getting all my links posted. I guess we'll talk about it on the podcast tomorrow. Since I started this on the podcast, I'm just getting all my details here for y'all. So you can play along. But, yeah, otherwise, what we did, Dutch Bill, I did see that. That's a great looking pen and a perfect nib holder. So yes. One thing we did have, it's the niblet thing again. We've already gone over what happened. We'll go over it in a minute. I had to make some coffee this morning. I didn't have enough coffee this morning, and it's a little bit cool in the house. It's nice outside. I'm wearing shorts today. It's going to be like 70, but it's cool in the house. I have a special visitor joining us today. We're not going to put her on camera. She's not feeling well. Elizabeth's sick today. Went to the doctor. She's all good. So she's just chilling. So y'all say hey to Elizabeth. I'll tell her. She's actually over here doing schoolwork, allegedly. I don't know, chat. Y'all tell me. If you have your laptop out for schoolwork, okay, and the phone is in front of, between you and the laptop, does that count as schoolwork? Question mark. Just wondering. Yeah, we're going to go with no. We're going to know with no. Everyone says feel better, though. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm doing homework. Phone, laptop. Thank you again for the mystery field notes, Dark Side of the Moon and pens. Yeah, cool. That's a good one. Like, that was a long time ago. The intent to do homework is there. I've grown up with this person. She has. Actually, you actually look like you don't feel that great. You look like a pasty gangsta. She told me I was number 1, Chad. So she's going to hang out with us just because I'm a cool dad, and she's going to hang out here. Because, that's how it rolls in this household. She could be using the phone to do research. Y'all are on the wrong team here, I promise you. So, yeah. Okie dokie. So, we have a lot of small topics we'll run through today. What pen does she have for notes? She's only on laptop, but are you still using the Sharpie S-Gel, or what are you using? She'll end up, so we bought her the S-Gel because that's the one she likes, but she likes all the color packs, and she'll end up just getting like the cheap, like the knockoff, like 20 packs of rainbow pens. No? Toby's Toby's killing us right now.
Like the ones that are like red and blue and black, and they're really plastic and cheap, and you can like see through them. Are they big?
They might be Bics. Oh, she might be using the Bic Atlantis. I can't remember. Yeah, those suck. I've raised you better than that. So the topic of ethics of what Estabrook is involved in is going to have Mike on to answer. What? Madison, philosophizing. So let's do that first. And I'm going to tell you what I know. And it's really, I'm not going to say not that big a deal, but it's not everything that it seems. The short story is, right, and we covered this before, episode 675 of the podcast, back in July 23rd, when the Niblet came out. The Niblet came out. Everyone was like, why are we revisiting this? You're going to find out. Man, so impatient, Slumberland Studio. So impatient. So when the Niblet came out, there was already an existing pen called the Penket, Pencket, which is a horrible name, from Fine Writing, Taiwan. And we mentioned that on the podcast that like it's an identical pen, and it's like $50. The Penket and the Estabrook is like $150, $170. So we went through all this. Is like, I don't know what's going on. This is the same pen, all that stuff, right? So we covered all that's well-worn territory, as Carol would like you to know. Wheezy Faz, 19 months of sub, and almost got wound up here and didn't give you full credit. Camera. Bring me back, camera. There we go. So yesterday, we had just these two pens exist. Fine Writing International's not happy with it. Estabrook's having to field questions. Why does this pen cost 2 or 3 times as much as this? What's going on? So yesterday, what happened, Carol, was Fine Writing International got tired of hearing it. Oh, sorry, wrong link. That was the podcast where we talked about it. You don't need to listen to that. So yesterday, Fine Writing International, I think they finally just got tired of fielding questions. So this is what happened. For all the discussion after Breckling, I will click that link for later. So, Fine Writing International. This wasn't a great post. Todd. I'll just say Todd instead. This didn't really clear things up. And they didn't really get to the point, which is this is not a Fine Writing Taiwan issue or an Estabrook issue. They both use the same subcontracting manufacturer that jammed them both. And neither one of them is willing to call out that manufacturer as the problem. What I think happened, and this is just me putting things together, is Estabrook got sold a pen model from a manufacturer that the manufacturer wasn't allowed to sell, or didn't get clarification from all parties when going to sell. That's what happened here. So it's neither of their faults, FWI or Estabrook. There's a third party that jammed them both, as best as I can tell. And I will tell you, and I'm not going to show you this, they did not do a good job with this post. So I got an email from Fine Writing after our podcast. I'm going to put it back here because I'm going to pull up my email from them. I'm not going to show you all that. So this is from Fine Writing International directly after our podcast. And there's several bullet points that they wanted to clarify. This is the only one that matters. Since 2013, FWI has been subcontracting the manufacturing of pens to a manufacturer, which is the same that Estabrook is using. That's the problem. That's the whole problem. Doesn't Estabrook have to do its due diligence to make sure a pen isn't owned by someone else? If they're going to a manufacturer and they're essentially, for lack of a better term, they're looking at a manufacturer catalog, the manufacturer says, we can make X. Do you like X? Yes, we would like to buy X. I don't know what culpability they have at that point. Should they be doing their market research? I literally had never seen the pin kit in my life before the niblet came out. FWI claims that this is their design and that the manufacturer, the subcontractor, was in the wrong for selling this to another company. Yoseca's had it for years. Yeah, I just didn't know it existed. Like, I'd never seen it. So FWI claims that this is their design. That is the one thing that's in their Instagram. But like, if I'm going to a manufacturer and I have to put some faith in the manufacturer, right? I mean, Esterbrook's going to be on the hook here at some point, but like, I can only do so much, right? As a company going to a third party, like, at some point you have to have that trust in that third party, I think, that they're selling something that they're allowed to sell. What I would be surprised to see is if the niblet carried on. If you were Esterbrook, what would you do? I would come out and say, we didn't know that FWI had this product. So we're going to honor that from them. We're going to sell through what we've invested in, and then we're going to redesign something else. I mean, that seems pretty like straightforward. Esterbrook doesn't make its own pins. They do not. How can Esterbrook not have known? I've worked with a lot of manufacturers. Like, I may not have known some things. Like, I don't see how it's just unequivocal that they should have known. So, yeah, okay. Thank you, Biberoni. Yeah. Piston used by Esterbrook is also an original FWI design. Which piston do they use? I don't think I have an Esterbrook piston. But are they allowed to use it, right? Did they license that piston? The button filler. What pin do they have that's a button filler? Have you seen the knockoff Mont Blanc Wes Anderson? I think someone someone did send me that. Yeah. Someone sent me that. I think one of y'all sent me that. So. Genuinely curious, why is Esterbrook making a clone seen as the worst thing ever, but June, Lai, and Asvine make clones every day that people buy and even praise? Because it's 3 times the cost, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Wonder if the materials are the same? Yeah, I don't know. You don't ask the subcontractor where they got the design before fitting to full production? Absolutely. Hey, where'd you get this design? Oh, we have it from FWI. We're allowed to sell it. Would you like to go forward with it? Like, so if it was cheaper, it'd be cool. I think we're getting wires crossed here. Then don't you validate that with FWI? No. I would have no intention. If I'm working with a manufacturer that I've worked with for years and I feel that they're telling me the truth, why would I continue to ask around? I think their due diligence partner is with the manufacturer. Yeah, like I think you're putting too much onus on Esterbrook to like it's definitely like some hindsight 2020 type stuff, right? Yeah, like Well, yeah, I'm sure they would have liked to known. Yeah, I don't know the manufacturer. FWI didn't put it on. Didn't didn't give it to me. Yeah, I think Esterbrook. If I'm Esterbrook, I say we didn't know, and we're no longer going to make the niblet after this run, and we'll do something else. I do have a problem with Esterbrook's marking. They made it seem like they designed the pin. In what way? They're made in America shtick. Where do they say they're made in America? Like, that's a huge problem if they say they're made in America. The flag on the case. Do you think it was a mistake on the manufacturer side, or do you think they could get away with it? I'm sure they could get away with it. The manufacturer would have to. The manufacturer's already made the pin. That's someone else's design. Yeah, at some point. Yeah. They tag most of their stuff with America branding, very strongly implied at the least. I mean, okay. I mean, it's pretty clearly not. I mean, the bags came with a sticker on it that said where it was made. I don't know if it was Vietnam or whatever. I would assume Esterbrook does design their pins. To be honest, I wouldn't think for a second they're off-the-shelf designs up till now. Well, now that's a different story. Like, I do think there is some off-the-shelf design stuff from not just them, like a lot of manufacturers. Yeah, I don't think Power Belly. I don't read it that way. I don't read it that this is our design. I mean, the inspired by is pulling a lot of work. The inspired by is pulling a lot of work there. Yeah, they're gonna get caught out on that inspired by. That's not really gonna work. Yep. Feels very much like catching rickshaw bags to AI generate their art, while maybe not illegal, not a great look for Esterbrook. I mean, it's not a good look, but I don't know that they're at fault here. Like, I'm pretty solid on I don't know what fault they have. Right? I mean, I know those guys are my friends, but like, I'll tell them to their face when they've done something stupid, right? I'm not trying to cover for them, but it's pretty clear that there's a third party involved here. Still egg in their face for working with a partner that failed them. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, can we talk about the Peanuts pin? That one's worse. But yes, Esterbrook has egg on their face. But I'm not saying that to say that they have malicious intent. I think is a bridge too far, right? I wonder what finally triggered FUOI to go public. Probably because they're tired of answering the questions that I answered, that I asked. Yes. So, like, Newland's perspective is fine. And I think I think James, you'd be surprised at how many brands do that. But then like Newland, like I do think there's a perception. They're gonna have a perception problem, right? Who they do business with is still their responsibility. Yes, but they also didn't steal a pen design, right? And I think that's where the lines are getting blurred here. They're not in it. They're not culpable here, but they didn't go in and steal a pen design, right? So that's where like the internet's fun. Like these statements can just be made, and it's just not reality. You're assuming they didn't steal it. I think that's the safest. Yeah, I am. I think that's the safest play. Like why would you assume that a company who's generally done the right thing would do that until you learn otherwise? Why wouldn't I assume that? I mean, we can play devil's advocate all day. Yeah, they need to say something, right? They got caught out basically. So it would behoove them. It would behoove them to distance themselves from the niblet as a product in their lineup. They just, I mean, I'm fine with them selling through, deeply discount them, and be done with it. Nibs and wax, yeah, I think the pen should go away. Yeah. Doubly so for the garbage name. The name of this pen is 0 for 2. That's a fact. Can we have a short recap of what we know so far? FWI, it's their original design, and it's called the Pen Kit. And they've made it for a long time. I think they said since 2013. Maybe not all that. Maybe not that long. So that's what we know. FWI made a pen, sold the niblet. I mean, called the Pen Kit. April McG Knits. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So that's number one. Number two, FWI and Estabrook use the same subcontracting manufacturer. Number three, Estabrook released a pen that is identical to FWI's creation without any approval from anyone through the same manufacturer. So the manufacturer sold Estabrook a pen that they were not supposed to sell, or something more nefarious if everyone wants to believe the worst, right? FWI has a responsibility to copyright their design too. I have no idea. Like, I don't know how that stuff works, especially in an international market. That I don't know. That I can't speak on, the copyright stuff. Biggest issue is that Estabrook hasn't made a statement. I mean, it's been a day. I mean, I said it on the podcast 4 months ago. Estabrook bought and sold something they don't own. They are responsible. For what? Like, if you go to a manufacturer and place an order for zippers that these manufacturers make, like, do you know every customer that they made the zipper for that you didn't have that design already? Like, and okay, well, they have to. Estabrook has to know the full client catalog of a manufacturer. Like, that's not going to happen. That's not how manufacturing works. Estabrook doesn't have access to a client's manufacturing list. So I think what you're looking for, Starbucks, is not based in reality. It's a problem we're not going to solve. Well, yeah, because we don't have all the answers. But like, I think it's a third-party manufacturer problem. And Estabrook should probably say something. What's up, Apple Taylor? Estabrook has a list of requirement they have to ask OEM and certification of compliant. I don't even know what those words mean, so I guess I'll just take your word for it. Yeah, no contract manufacturer is going to tell any client who their other clients are. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it works. If it's a real problem, we'll see a lawsuit. I mean, it'll be against the manufacturer. There are a lot of shoulds in this conversation. Yeah, all we just know very, very little. All we know is a third-party manufacturer got in the middle of all this, and they're going to have to hash it out. So, someone got jobbed. We just don't know who. And FWI is taking the brunt, right? Like it's their pen. So, yeah, I think both FWI and Estabrook got jammed. So, good stuff. Are we getting Silvern today? We are. We are. So, it's like, to keep it at its simplest, all we know now is FWI made a pen, or designed a pen. Their subcontractor made the pen for FWI. Later, the same subcontractor made the same pen design for Estabrook. That's all we know. And now everyone looks bad. Yep. I think FWI and Estabrook got jammed. Until we know more, that's all we know. And I do think Estabrook should say something. And I think Estabrook should fire this pen off into the sun. So, like, that's all we know. Drama. Where's your new pen? It's right here. I've been cleaning it. I don't assume malicious intent, but they do need to take some action. I agree. They should have, honestly, they should have addressed this 3 or 4 months ago when they launched the pen. R-Night, yo. So, you can go read this on here, on, whatchamacallit. Oh, you know F-Train? I got to listen to F-Train do a talk at XOXO all these years ago. So that's the long and short of it. I think Esther looks bad in this. What time is launch? Probably noon. We'll see. I did not see that Inky Converters launched a new ink. Let's take a look at that. I got some spokes to look at. What are these black wings we're looking at? Everyone looks bad. I don't know that FWI looks bad. Like, I don't know that FWI looks bad. I think the manufacturer and I think Estabrook look bad. Brad is over this? No, I just think there's only X amount of information and everything else is speculation. I think it's like pretty straightforward. That's why I'm over it, is because I actually think it's pretty straightforward. Like, I don't know what else to say, right? It's pretty clear there's a third party manufacturer that jams some people here. Oh, I'm not. But Mimo, you know me well. And you know I will not hesitate to say what I believe. I just don't think there's a lot here. No, I mean, that's not the correct statement. I think there's plenty here. I just think it's not as nefarious as we would like it to be. I think that's the best way to put it. So, Estabrook will take damage for this. Facts. I do agree that it's an. I'll tell you where we're at. This is an Estabrook problem right now. So where we're at is this is an Estabrook problem. That's what I believe. No matter what happened or what happens now, this is an Estabrook problem. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. We'll see if I get a text tonight. So they're gonna have to do something. All right, let's look at some other stuff. Jesse out here with the real truths. Estabrook is gonna take more damage for the Peanuts attempt. That's my opinion, though. The Northern Lights were crazy last night. I guess we could have seen them here. I didn't realize that. Yeah, no problem, Addie. Like I'm totally fine talking about this, but just like, like we all want to do, just like really to the nth degree. And I was like, it's from the best that I can tell. It seems pretty straightforward. Not straightforward, but I am streaming. What's up? He has not brushed his teeth yet today. Oh, go brush your teeth, man. He's got stinky breath. Oh, that was my whole email right there. So there you go. That's what I get. I looked at my Wi-Fi. I doxed the whole email. So y'all can go back and read that. There's nothing like in there. So that was that. Nice. Pen kit. Yeah, looks good. Did you see the FPD noveler Nautilus? Yes. Estabrook just responded to me. I'm forwarding to your email now. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Yes, Biberoni. Where is it? Did we talk about this week's Tisby Eco yet? Yes. All right, Pannonia, Inky Converters, Blue Tongue Skink. What a name. What a name, chat. This is amazing. This is amazing. How good is that? I mean, Angela rules to begin with, but this is really cool. What a color. Which one is this week's Eco? The blue one, but I don't know what it's called. What's the blue one called? I'm going to order that one. I'm going to order the blue one. What's a skink? I thought it was like a little salamander-y type of guy. Cosmos on Onyx, yeah. Isn't it like a little salamander-y guy? Oh, not little. 17 inches long. Holy crap. I like how Angela's description is just for the skink, not the ink, not really the ink color, but just for the skink. That's hilarious. That is so good. This would look good in my Coffee Monsters Estabrook chat. While y'all look at the skink, let me see if I got emails from Biberoni. All right, so All right, so I'm not going to share what Biberoni just sent me, but I will tell you this. This is not going away. I will tell you this. Interesting. I'll say this. Esterbrook is going to go to the mat. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to share that. It's just the discussion is on who owns the design. The discussion is around who owns the design and who's allowed to sell it. So we are not over. We're not over chat, but so that's probably why FWI came out saying they own the design. I do not own the design either. So we'll see. And based on those emails from Biberoni, I would imagine Esterbrook's going to say something. Esterbrook making it easy not to buy Esterbrook's, I don't think that's related to this at all. I own the design? True. All right. There's the skink. Skinking. I'm the OEM now. Yeah. Based on who's Biberoni, she's in the chat. She sent me an email. Based on that, I would imagine Esterbrook is going to say something. All right, Blackwing Volumes. Woodworking. Oh, it's a square barrel. Interesting. What if FWI and Esterbrook just create a new collab? Yeah. Is Blue Tongue Skink real? Apparently. Who needs Esterbrook with all the smaller makers? Fair. Fair. So yeah, that looks cool. I do not like square pencils. They do not work for me. I like plenty of oddly shaped and molded type of products. Square pencils are one that, or pens. There's pens that are squares as well. I do rectangular. Square does not work for me. I could do rectangular, like a carpenter's pencil, works fine. Moleskine made a rectangular, almost like a flat-sided pen before, works great. The CW&T pen type C, that little flip pen that I like, super thin, rectangular, can totally use that. Square ones do not work well for me. So, yep, four-sided. So, I like it though. I mean, it looks cool. This actually looks like their old Gold Rush pencil, one of the early ones that they did. I would like to try one of these. Yeah, Biberoni, that's exact. So I didn't release the information, but I said exactly what you said, that it's going to come down to who owns the design, and this is not over. Unfortunately, it is not over. So thank you for sending me that. And based on that, Biberoni, I would almost expect an Esterbrook response. Yeah. I would expect an Esterbrook response based on those emails. So, as best as I can tell. All right. Who owns this design, chat? Who owns this design? I know a guy. Brand Downey. Actually, Brian, technically Brian. If we're being honest here, Brian actually surprised me with this one. We've been talking a bunch recently with all this launch stuff coming up. He's like, let me just we'd gone through all of this stuff, right? Which I'm going to show you here in a minute. We've gone through all this stuff, the Model 7 stuff. And we'd been talking for like a while. He's like, oh, let me show you something. Then he goes and shows me this. I was like, what? How many patents are there at Spoke? 0, but I believe Brian has a lot of patents in his past, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we're going to take the Clickstream model, and we have added a conical front end, and has some cool pencil action. Pencil action. Yeah, this is actually the model I think would work best for a clutch, honestly. I need to relay our thoughts from yesterday. So that's one. So noon Eastern, Slumberland Studio. Y'all got an eraser? Yeah. Yeah, they're Pentel mechanisms, so it's like the Pentel eraser. So noon Eastern. But that's not all. So Brian put these up today. So this will be the new Model 7. This is basically the continuation of the Model 4 concept, which has always been so popular. Easily our most popular, maybe most popular product ever. I don't know. And this is the one I've been using and showing y'all on stream. So this will be the first time that you'll be able to pick your grip for the pencil instead of having those choices fixed. Like we've always had a wide variety of grips, but they are fixed. How much will the Model 7 be? I would actually have to go look into the back end. I do not know offhand. But I can go look here in a minute. Give me a minute and we'll look. Is it going to come in 9.3 millimeters? Definitely not. Definitely not. We have a reverse taper for the 7, not right now. I gotta ask because it's a fairly common design feature why the groove pinch thing between the grip and barrel. I think it's just like a visual. Sometimes we do straight, just like a straight sides, and then sometimes we just have that taper. It's not necessarily a technical issue. So it's just it breaks up some of the design, like for the grip and the barrel, instead of having one straight cylinder. But then we'll have like the Model C's. Like just like a straight cylinder, and then like the Model 8s, which are also coming out soon, those have like a straight cylinder, right? So it's just a different design. It's not a functionality type thing. Yeah, you personally don't like it. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So there's some models with straight sides, and then some with like the notch in the grip. 2 different fronts and different grips. So yeah, you're not hallucinating. So you'll be able to choose. This is the traditional here on the left, the Pentel Sharp conical shape here, or the engineering shape, the more engineered type shape. So we have to have different grip sections designed for each of these. You see, this is a longer grip to allow for this section. I'll show you. This is the one I'm using right now, but you can tell the grip is a little bit longer to take into account. So the pencils are the same length, right? And so this grip's longer. Which grip do you like? I was shocked. So this is like a micro groove. It's really grippy. It's as grippy as a sharp knurled grip without the bite to it. It's kind of crazy. You pick it up and you just kind of latch into it. So, and this is like the engineering tip. Right. So that's this barrel, this front end. So you'll be able to choose the conical or this tip. And then like this grip is technically a little longer, right? Like you can replace the grip, but if you're using the same conical tip, the same like engineering tip, you would have to buy the right grip for this. Is the colored sleeve interchangeable? It is. So that's the big new feature here. I couldn't get it out last time, but yes. So the goal with this pencil and all of our pens and pencils going forward is to have the ability for us to use as many parts in as many different areas as possible. So we can use the barrel across all the tip sizes because we're actually everything comes apart, and we'll be able to sell like a 9 user serviceable. Yes, you will be able to completely take apart the pencil on your own. I'll see. I should put on my glove and see if I can get this off to just show y'all. But instead of having lead sizes on the barrel, this is a separate piece, right? So this one's 0.5. Can we purchase sleeves on Friday? That's a good question. I'll check when I pull up the site. I'll look and see. I'm gonna say no, but I don't know. Make me a black nose cone for the titanium clip stream while you're at it. That'd be pretty sick. So yeah, I think tomorrow's stream we'll go and look at some of the inventory stuff. The alternate color behind the metal, you can just twist the end to change the color. Take that idea for free. That sounds like a nightmare. So yeah, let's see if I can get the sleeve off. I think there's always a couple. I'm gonna have to learn how to do all this assembly because you got to do it in a certain order just to get everything done. So I think we need to get Wendy Sue's gloves out here. Nope, I got it. So yeah, so we've designed Brian so it notches in. Sim, you don't need a tool for this one. So it notches into the base, so it doesn't rattle. So the Brian has put a lot into this design. So yeah, it's pretty sick. So we'll just be able to have the barrels and have the colors and then have the grip diameter on there. Interchangeable with icon sleeves? Absolutely not. So this whole back end here is completely different. I thought I am actually going to use those gloves for some of this. Right? Because like if your hands get a little bit wet, did he put a lot in knowing you had to assemble them? No. I think he's gonna he's built up some of them, but no. He does most of the work. I didn't put the sleeve on. He does most of the work. I'm just the pretty face. So I'll just be able to slide on I'll be able to get 3, 5, 7, or 9 millimeters. I'll grab the mechanism, grab the size, grab the colors. I just got to figure out what my system is to put it all together. If you use those creepy gloves, I'm not buying them. Oof. I'm gonna use double. I'm gonna double glove just for yours. See, now my hands are there's gonna be lots of shipping streams in our future. Now my hands are slippy. Is there potential for a rose gold color, and are they aluminum? Number one, they are aluminum, yes. Is there potential for a rose gold color? I mean, right now, no. Like, potential is always a potential. I will say that your gold and parchment and hide, nice. This is a new spoke design pencil we're coming out with tomorrow. Or excuse me, Friday. I will say the lighter golds, champagnes, light pinks are pretty tough to anodize well. Like, we generally don't write don't like how those colors come out. Like, we've done some gold that works well, But that's about it. It has to be like a pretty strong color. So there we go. So I don't have this back assembled right. So this is actually my first time taking it apart and reassembling it. So I got to figure out all the steps to do it and do it in order. I'm definitely going to have to use the gloves when my glove gets six. Ooh, glove gets... We're set though. We're set though. So you redesign the Model 6 for sleeves to interchanging grips? No. We're making new pencils. We're making a Model 7 and a Model 8. I don't know that the 6 is going to continue. Beaveroni, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. It's the law. You have to do that every time. Hey, look, Eric, I got orange gloves. But yeah, you need it for the grippiness on these things. Brian uses them. So there we go. Just to get the last little bit in there, you need the full grip. So I have to have a call with Brian. I have this thing jacked up. I'm sure we'll do a call on Friday. Oh, it's hard to do the detail work with the grip to figure out. What are we up to today? Everything. So I got to figure out where I'm a little bit off in there. Okay. We'll save that glove. It's a good glove. So, tomorrow we'll look at the stuff. And there's more to come. There's more to come. I could do that. That would be really bad, Bill. So, yeah. I'm sure he'll tease something else tomorrow. I just don't know what. Let me check the price. I think I know what it is. I just don't want to misspeak. Let me see if it's in there. It's funny. You asked me the price. The reason why I can't ever give you a clear price, Slumberland Studio, is we wait till the last minute. That's like the last thing we do is figure out the price. It is definitely not $10. So there's actually a chance they might not be listed in here. You think I'm joking? I think the price is the last thing we do. It'll be up because we're always asking each other the question. All right. Let's see. All right, so the lead stream will be $69. Nice. Brian is way better at capitalism than me for a fact. He is really good at math and engineering. So clickstream $69, which is the same as the clickstream pen. So that's good. Let's see. Or lead stream, I should say. Lead stream. Model 7. Is that what I want? The Model 7 is $59. I don't know if there's any like titanium variants or something like that. So yeah, that was my assumption, 59. And that should be it. I don't know if we're going to launch the Model 8s tomorrow or Friday or not. And that should be able to get you like whatever lead size you want, whatever grip size you want. Stuff like that. They loved it, so we can go to 100 for sure. That's one thing we don't do. We're like, what is the right price for this? All right, we should do a giveaway. We need a giveaway palette cleanser here, chat. We came in hot on this stream. If you missed the beginning of the stream, woof. Gonna order a hat while I'm at it. Nice. I need to get a new one. Mike's always looks so good, and mine is like sweated through. Is there a purple axle? You better be quick. You better be quick. Got any of those niblets for a giveaway? I have never owned a niblet. I don't know that I've... Yeah, I'm sure I've held one at a pin show. You can give that a Model 7 away now that they're going to be available. We might do that eventually. I don't want to do it yet. This is my only user model. Oh, sorry. The giveaway is the niblet designs. All right. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? And then we'll have a new pen I can show you. What to do? What have I been giving away? We did pens and inks yesterday. We have ink samples still. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. We actually have a pretty good amount here today for a change. Just seeing what all we got here. All right, let's do... So I did some cleaning out. Put some more stuff in there. Any new Rhodey XLs by the end of the year? I don't think so. We're trying to do a Rhodey refresh itself. Let the student choose. She left. Is Elizabeth in there? Okay. Okay, she's back in the bedroom. She's probably laying down. What will be the difference between the Model 7 and Model 8? Hang tight and I will tell you that once I get this giveaway going. So I was cleaning out some more stuff and found some notebooks that I got sent. So we have these two Caratus 52 GSM Tomoe River, line, squared. Okay, I guess it's line, but it has a guide. And it's like probably like a faux soft cover. I'll show you it here. Might not be popular, but I like the old Rhodey design the best. I think a lot of people like that one. I do think in the end, like I do prefer what we have now, but something about that first one is super, super slim. And then I have the, this is the sugarcane paper Arctic. So I found both of these. So let's give away the Tomoe one today. Then I'll just put this in the, put this back and we'll do that tomorrow. And I think I got a couple other, like, I don't know. Let's just do that. All right, let's do this. Then I'll talk about the difference between the 7 and the 8. Caratus. All right, exclamation point waffle, exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States or ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address if you do win. Okay, so while y'all are waffling, the question was, and I forget who asked it already. Sorry, but the difference between the Model 7 and the Model 8 is the 8 is going to be our first pencil with a clip. So the Model 8, which maybe Brian will tease tomorrow. I don't even have one to play around with. Strange Camel asks. Okay. So the Model 8 is you're going to take the spoke Model C click pin concept with the, you're waffling for this notebook, with remodeled insides to handle the mechanism, and that allows us to have a pencil with a clip as well. And I think we're going to do some cool anodize models for those. I know we've done one. So we'll have like a black and orange splatter anodize because it gives us a platform to do like the splash anodize. Yeah, no problem, Dragon Drawer. Dude, I appreciate you. That's crazy. So, did that answer the question? Hopefully, we'll have one tomorrow to show you. We'll see. And I gotta finish fixing this one. Yo, Blog Walda with the gifted sub, Detaining Crimson. Thank you so much, Blog Walda. Bum, 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 bum. So the 8 will have a clip, but not the 2-tone design. It will not have the 8s don't have a cut through. Right. But the 8s, yeah, the 8s, if you look at the Model C, so it'll be the cylindrical shaped barrel like that. So it's going to be like this. So there's no cut throughs in this. But this also allows us a platform to do like paint splatters and stuff like that. So we're going to do some anodized splatters on there. So I just learned something about the Model 7. It matters which direction I go in the barrel for the sleeve. So that's good to know. TIL. I wish more pins would use a Pilot S20 style clip. What is that clip on there? I need to look at it. I don't know why I'm blanking. I love the S20. Bum, 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 bum. Need a black concave grip to go with that orange. Yeah, okay. We're back together now. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, like I know we're going to have one that's going to be black and orange splatter for the pencil. Whoops. Nice. All right, so after this, I got a new pen, which means that tactile. I need to order that tactile turn. I like that pen. I need to make a list of the YouTube videos I need to do. Which I have not done. Let's see if that's in here. Let's see if I have the list. So this is, I still owe these St. Jude rewards. Did I get it all here? I really don't love the Google Drive homepage. Okay. So you never got your postcard? Email me if you don't. Your item was delivered to a parcel locker. Emmy Glove, what are you doing? I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, I'll check tomorrow. Okay, so YouTube videos. So this is related to what we're going to do in a second. How much time y'all got left? We got time to do this? Yeah, we got a minute. All right, because I only got 4. So YouTube videos. So one of my incentives was to do YouTube video reviews for St. Jude. And I got 4 redemptions. So we have G or Bon, which is great because I don't have any reviews that I've done. Turquoise de Perse. What is that? Turquoise de Perse. Fountain pen news, seriously? I will send you another one. I'm so far, you're like the only one. I mean, I knew you were special, but this just proves it. I mean, in the orange gloves. Do y'all have Turquoise de Perse, and what is it? Is that a shimmery one or is that a standard one? So yeah, so I'm actually excited about that because I don't have that. Pilot Silvern, which is forced me to buy a pen. Just kidding. Nothing forced me. It's always been on the list and I happened to get a good one. So Pilot Silvern. Y'all have about 1 minute for the waffle, exclamation point waffle for this notebook, to my notebook. Pilot Silvern. Okay. And then number 3 is, this is the one I keep forgetting. I could think of the 3 reviews. This one is any pilot pen with a PO nib. Hell yes. So we'll do pilot PO nib. And then the last one, maybe my favorite. What did I do, Glyph? You have so many reviews pending. Oh my God, Glyph. Yeah. Shit. I actually just thought about yours. I have to do a video review. These are YouTube videos. And then the last one's called Sailor Swamp Showdown. This is Georgia, which is Swamp Ass, Sailor Swamp Ass versus Shirakashi. And this is, we could just bail on it. I'm not ready yet. We'll see. This is Sailor Swamp Ass. This is from Olive Octopus to the Shaka No one. Sailor Swamp Ass versus Shirakashi, which I just bought because it looks amazing. Shirakashi. And then bonus to include Ricky Chow or Suki Gokoro. I have Ricky Chow. So let me write these down. Those are not mandatory. I do have the other 2. Rick. So I need to order the J. Herbon ink. Suki Gokoro. Suki Gokoro I definitely don't have. I say that definitely, but I don't think I'd have it. Okay, so those are the 4 reviews I gotta do. I don't want to keep bugging you. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know, let me look at it because I was like, the bag's been sitting here that I have this stuff in, and I was looking in the bag. It's like I would really like to like put this together and for a thing. So you can send me a sample of the Turquoise de Perse. Don't do that yet, but I will let you know. I hold. Didn't want to be a pain. I know. All right, see you, Glyph. Yeah, I know we could bail on it. All right, let's giveaways closed. I'll let this run too long. Yeah, I kind of need to do the bottle too. But I have to order some other stuff and I just keep forgetting to put that in the order. Okay. Ooh, what did I just do? All right, let's pick a winner. DWO Tom. DWOPTM. You win. DWO Tom. Like, how do you say that, chat? I'm open to suggestions. How do you say that? DWOPTM. I mean, you've won before. But it's important that you're here to claim And to claim you won. Okay, wait. You got to pick a breakfast buddy. You got to pick a breakfast buddy. Unfortunately, it's the rules. I need to include that in the rules. It is mandatory that you pick a breakfast buddy. Florence the Egg, Kevin Bacon, or Joe Coffee. Very important. Newland, you don't get to pick. And where's my washi? I know I was almost done with it, but I don't see it now. Is it new washi time, chat? DW Optom. Thank you. I can handle that. DW Optom. I can manage that. All right. Did you pick a eggs? Yes. Yes. Let's go, Florence. The comeback begins now. The comeback begins now. Hell yes. Comeback begins now. Where is my washi tape? Tyler's also home. All right. Let's see if I have a new washi. I didn't think I threw it out yet, though. We'll just use the Ring-O washi. Man. Someone's excited for his brother to be home. Yeah, Tyler's home. So he gets, like, even though he just saw him this morning, he gets, like, crazy excited when any of us return home. Imagine it's when we're, like, gone for a trip or something. He is nuts. Whoops. Florence and the Egg Machine. That's right. Man, we used to have, I've told you this story before, and I haven't seen them in years, but we had two bunnies, and they were called Florence and the Machine. Oh, there's my washi. I found it. It's almost done, though. It was time for a new one. So Florence and the Machine were our bunnies, but I guess RIP to them. I haven't seen them in years. Although Reggie the Peacock did show back up after like 5 years, so I guess there's still hope for Florence and the Machine. All right, email me when you get a chance, DW, and we'll get that out to you. All right. New pin day. New pin day. Sorry, I'm making a mess here. Pilot Sterling Silv. Mount Fuji and Wave. So, I've wanted a Silvern for years. I have, the Pokemons are great. Yeah, I just think it's one of the great pens. Especially for me, who likes the style. I've currently taken it apart because I was cleaning it. Because I bought this secondhand. So I was trying the ink that was in here is like a light blue, but it was like really coming out, like, and I cleaned the heck out of this pen. But anyway, it should be good to go now. We'll check in just a second. So it is the Pilot does designs. I don't know, every few years. I don't know if they do them every year, but they'll do a batch of designs. This one's from a few years ago. So we have, let's see if it can get in here. So we have the Great Wave over Mount Fuji, which is kind of a sick pattern on there. Then what's up with it? I think with just clouds up on the top. So this is a sterling silver pen, right? So the barrel will, it does not have the boat. No boat, and no SpongeBob either. So yeah, the It's just a classic. And then it has like the inlaid nib. So I got it with a medium nib. We'll try this. It's probably maybe something I can get modified later. We'll see. It's a smaller pen. It's not heavy. Yeah, it's I don't know how you call the design on the Silverns, right? They're etched. I guess it's etched. Like, how do you call like this? Right? It's tactile, right? Lasered. Yeah. Etched. So yeah, it's raised and it's tactile. You can feel it, right? So you can feel it. Hey, bud. So yeah, it comes with a polishing cloth. Yeah, so they do pressed metal. They do send a polishing cloth with it, which I could use. Man, I need a cannoli. Where's my cannoli? I shipped someone's cannoli. Bass relief if there's a raised surface. Is it raised though? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you can feel the patterns, right? So that's part of the deal with the Silvern, is it has a texture, right? You can feel it. And some of their designs are strictly like pattern based. Like one of the current ones is a bamboo texture. So it's just basically like stripes all up and down, like uneven, like bamboo basically, like the full length of the barrel. They still keep the band here in the middle. Is the pattern lower or raised? I'm going to say, I don't know, equal? Like you can tell here. Like it's not really raised, I guess, but so maybe lowered. Like you can feel the notches. So the whole thing I was trying to say, they do maybe like 6 patterns. Like one of the current ones I think is the turtle. I think out of the current ones, like the turtle's my favorite. And then like the stone pattern, like there's one like it looks like cobblestone. It's not cobblestone, but it looks like cobblestone. I think those, like if any of those 2 patterns came up for sale, I would do that. I think I reviewed the leopard. Was when I did the review. Let me see here. Which was a loaner from Pilot. I was going to ask them, if this one didn't come up, I was going to ask Pilot for a loaner till I could never decide what I wanted to, what pattern I wanted. So yeah, I did leopard. It's just a classic OG pen, but they keep modernizing it. So it's got the different patterns on there. This was the other pattern I was talking about. Maybe it looks like a crocodile. I like that one. And then this is like the bamboo looking one. Maybe it's not bamboo, but it's got that texture on it. It's pretty cool. How heavy is it? It's pretty light. Have they ever done a solid gold one? Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, let's weigh this thing. It's not heavy, which is one of the fascinating things about it. Turtle is the best. You're not wrong. Where's my scale? Let me go ahead and pop. I'm gonna put a cartridge in it because I am that guy. Because it just has a Con 40 converter. Do Con 70s fit in this? I'll use a Con 70 next, but I have Shinkai and Sukiyo cartridges. We're gonna use Shinkai because I love a classic blue strawberry. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. How's things going today? We're just inking up a new pen for the first time here. And then we're going to weigh it. It's crazy. What are we up to today? So we got that. Baby Ray, well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you thinking about me. Hope you're doing. Hands up, this is a strawberry. I don't have any strawberry pens right now. We've had strawberry pins in the past, though. Well, I certainly appreciate you. Okay, there we go. Let's do... grams. 35 grams. Is the barrel solid silver or silver wrapped around some kind of core? I believe it's silver, someone wrapped around a core. Elwood was going to do one. I believe he did. You want to see your inks and pens? We're actually going to work on that a little bit today. Well, if you think of the question, let me know. Had a fountain pen first, opened my Franklin Christoph the other day, and the feed fell out. It broke somehow. Don't know when it could have happened. Know any place to get a replacement feed only? I'll send you one. Just email me. I gave away all the strawberries and cream. You're working on job applications? Well, I hope they're successful job applications. So the threads are silver. I don't know, man. It doesn't really look like there's a liner in there. It looks just like... Well, the cap's going to have a liner, right, for the snap. But it kind of doesn't look like... my camera's good. When it focuses, it is good. It kind of... I don't know. It looks kind of solid. You have this pen in Dragon, Tiger, and Panda? Hell yes, Peggy. That's amazing. So yeah, it's pretty light. So let's see. So like my Sailor... So that's a Sailor with the metal section. So it's a plastic barrel, but has a metal section. Oh my God, my wife is making the most noise ever. I swear it sounds like Christmas lights, but there's no way. Whew, that's stressing me out. Waiting for the day you take over as head of product at Lamy so we can get some great color combo. Yeah. I'm with you. Oh, let's check out. Hey, let's see how much this is. That's an Esterbrook Esty. 26. So 10 grams more than like plastic barrel type pins. Everything else is pretty random, like Opus 28. What's funny is this Con 70 does not fit in these. Thank you, Peggy. I was curious. What's funny is this pen feels lighter than both of these. It's just, that's what the size will trick you. So this is heavier, but not drastically. Yeah, I thought he did that one, Newland, for sure. All right, let's see if it's writing at all yet. Probably not, but we just inked it. I might have to find out what she was doing. She has her headphones in and is up to no good. So yeah, medium nib. Oh, what I was gonna say, the ink in here is a super, super light blue. Look at that, ink's right up. Pilot is so good. And for some reason, it just would not want to clean. I soaked it and everything. It was still had ink coming out. STX, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So this is a medium nib. And this is a very wide and wet medium. I'm almost certain I will get this modified at some point. It is really wet though. I don't know. It makes me kind of not want to. Nib feels great. I did check the nib and I cleaned it beforehand. Nib looked fantastic. So I think it's probably going to be a little too wide for long-term use, but it writes really, really well. I think if this is going to be like a regular rotation pen, I'm going to modify it. Probably get something more narrow. Do all fountain pens suffer from clogging somewhat? I'm using my Pilot Kakuna that I bought in March semi-regularly, but it's sometimes really hard to get some ink out. If I wet it, it seems to flow, but watery. So yeah, you do have to maintain the pens, right? You need to clean it sometimes, right? And that's as simple as just running the whole front end of the pen under the section. Like when you change like your ink cartridges. Are you just using cartridges in there? Like the cartridges that came with it? I don't have a Kakuna right. 41,000 for the Elbwood. Nice. You need a PO nib in that thing? That would be sick. So yeah, just unscrew the barrel in the Kakuno. Here, run it through the water, put it back together. So yeah, you have to clean and maintain the pens. So if you're using this pen and you're using a cartridge, like after every third cartridge or something, clean it out. And then if you're not using it for like weeks at a time, clean it out, right? It does take a little bit of maintenance. So if it's laying flat, yeah. If it's laying flat, it's fine, but you do have to keep up with a little bit of maintenance. It doesn't take a lot, but it does take a little bit. You guys, there are Panda Kakunos? No way. I just got these pastel-y looking ones. So yeah, this is great. Whew. Yeah, so this will be good for like a cursive italic. How does the Silvern compare to the Pilot Custom Stripe from the 70s? I don't have it. Do I have that on hand? It is slightly wider. Like I think the Elite is. Did I sell that? I might have sold that. It's not in here. It seems to be slightly. I had it. I don't know. It's somewhere. I think it feels slightly narrower, but it might not be. I'll have to check and see if it's another room. Saw ink I fell in love with, only to find out it was an event special edition item, and apparently a lot of people are crying about that. Yeah, welcome to our world. Yeah, it seems a little bit thinner. I think the nib section might be the same though, right? I keep twisting this when it's a pull. New eco colors are fire. I'm gonna get the blue one. I've been holding off. The nib sections might be the same, but it feels a little bit thinner here, and flat on the ends. So, yeah. So this will be good. This will be one of my first video reviews. I don't know what I'm going to do first. Maybe I should have inked the Pilot with one of the inks to review and done a cheeky double review. That would have been fun. T.Teal. What's T.Teal? If I win the UK National Lottery today, I'll promise you I'll buy the Elbwood and Brad can review it. Sweet. Is the front section interchangeable? That's what I was just thinking. It looks like it has to be. Limited to script this ink this year. Gotcha. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I don't know. So yeah, pretty cool. Very happy with it. It's like, I felt okay just like waiting for it. Just like the Eco. Wait for the Eco, you get a blue one. So currently inked. Where are we at now? Get that one. I got that one. I've actually been using. I'm gonna review. I can't get there. I'm gonna review. I think I'm gonna review the Roaring Klingner Orange what's the buckthorn orange that I used in here. It's about as close to Fire on Fire as I've seen. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other ones that are close, but it's a really, really nice orange. Like, shockingly good. So then I'm going to have Nightfall on this one. Morazan Athena. I have the Morazan Athena blue black, but if they did a special one, that would be pretty cool. This is probably your next pin. I did like that green one, that green color. They did a good job with the cutout. I like that. Ducon, gotcha. Yeah, that looks cool. Oop. So yeah, currently I probably need to clean these two and then keep using the rest of these for a while. So that's probably where I'm at. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're in good shape. All right, let's do one more giveaway and then we'll probably wrap it up for today, I do believe. So welcome home, Silvern. Very happy. Very happy. You think the cutout is too big? I don't know. It kind of befits the pen, I think. Like, it's always been kind of a... they've had those small portholes in there, which I kind of dig. Like, that's the whole theory of the pen. I kind of like this for something different. Like, it's highly specific. Like, it's highly specific. So, good stream. Thank you. We try. We try. Let's do one more giveaway. No pencil, no spoke pencil yet. Do I have another pencil to give away? Do I have a fancy pencil to give away? On there. Let's see. Okay, we can do that. Do that. That one, and can I reach the field notes? All right. Since the last secret field notes was a hit, we'll do that again, which you don't get to see what it is. It's a surprise. Last one was Night Sky, like the moon phase one. And then I have this Pentel Sharp. This was like a special edition one with kind of this faux carbon fiber pattern. It's just their standard plastic barrel, but it has this pattern on it. It's pretty neat. So it's kind of a neat one. Yeah. So it's a non-standard one. They do some limited edition ones sometimes, and I've gotten a few over the years that I like. I mostly use the orange one I have. So that's a cool pencil. And then a surprise field notes, which was really good. So what was up with Esterbrook? Ooh, you'll have to rewind to the beginning. You'll have to watch the VOD. That was like the first 20 minutes or so, 20 or 30 minutes. It seemed like it took a while. Okay. Dark Side of the Moon. The moon is dot grid. Nice. Yeah, it had the cutouts. So there's different moon, like the one you got was a different moon phase, then there's more moon phases. I think there was 3, then they had a 4th full moon one or something like that. Let's see here. Pentel Sharp and Surprise Notebook. I think it's a field notes, but there were some word notebooks in here, but you can feel the word notebooks are, and this one isn't that thick. They released the Esterbrook LED stream and Brad's mad. All right, let's go. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. And you must email me a shipping address if you do win. So yeah, the Esterbrook thing is It's a battle of the manufacturers, is what it is. So, who wins? Who knows? But we all lose, chat, right? No matter who wins in the battle of manufacturers, we lose. Oh, and you must pick your preference. It is not in my memory bank. Do you have to be a true believer? No. No, you can be a false believer. Where's my coffee? All right. So tomorrow, God, I haven't written the podcast yet. 9 o'clock podcast. I think tomorrow I have a list, like a huge, all of a sudden there's like a billion new products out I want to talk about. All three, full English. So we'll do a lot of product talk tomorrow. Lots of new things I want to talk about it's really like in waves, like what I'm interested in. And like right now it's like all the things, like everything that's come out in this past week has been good. You would pick the egg. I feel that. So tomorrow's stream, 2 o'clock stream, we will be in the shipping department. It might be a little discombobulated because I need to do a lot of cleanup, which is weird to stream, but maybe I'll get out there early. I have so many boxes to break down. And then I have Lunacy Field Notes with the Moon. Thank you. I could not remember the name. Lunacy. Thank you. And then I have new pencils. I need to set up my workspace. I don't want to be flippant, but I wonder, because it's a pen, how many variations qualify for a unique IP? Oh, who knows? That was why the one like copyright or trademark question, I'm like, I literally don't know. It is a ship hole in the shipping department. We'll have music though. Tomorrow is a karaoke stream. I need a new playlist though. I'm not gonna have time to deal with that. Can we make requests for music? No. Only not that I don't want them, but like it would just take too much time. Unlike today, I do plan on working tomorrow. Do you have enough Kikuyo business paper for packaging? I actually do. I ordered a new ream of A5. That's only for tubes. That's only for tubular packaging. Copyright question, C. Twisby. Yeah. So like, no copyright. That whole thing was dumb from the beginning because it wasn't even the same device. I mean, it was clearly they were different. So I don't seem to be. Have you ever tried bookbinding yourself with that paper? I haven't. That would be a good one to do. Oh yeah, how is the new Florence record? I haven't heard it. I need to add that to my ever-growing list. You want to win just to get the sticky, right? It's very much a vibe. Nice. Yeah, her voice is amazing. We heart drama. I hate drama. This one was actually easy drama. Oh, you got the Kikuyo business? Yeah, that's the move. I think this is I don't know. This drama's. Let them figure it out. I'm not a drama rama. Yeah, but this one will sort itself out. Let them fight it out. Mike banned drama on the podcast. I remember an episode of the podcast where he had to chat to Brad. I actually banned. I did a self-banning of drama on social media. years and years and years and years ago. No fighting on social media was my rule. Pinworld is pretty chill, so just a little drama as a treat is fine. Yeah. A little drama is a fire in the pin world. Yeah. Yeah. Like I always say, we're talking about pins. Like, we're talking about stationery. It's not the end of the world. So, unless it's Esterbrook. Nah. Now, the old Esterbrook was drama. That's a fact. The pre-Kenro Esterbrook days, that was for real drama. My ink is 3 times fire. It is. Slack drama's a bit much. Yeah, the good thing is you can just turn it off. I don't check it. Yeah, it's just stationary. Like, if someone's stealing someone's money, like, that's a problem. That's where, like, I get involved. Or someone's, like, lying or cheating people. I will speak my mind. You know, like with the Goulet stuff, you're like, I'm going to be very clear. Like, I'm going to take a very strong stand on some things. Pin stuff, the little dramas, the Visionaire, Pin Type C, Scribble, those were classics. What was the drama before Kenro? So the guy that originally bought Esterbrook is just like a not a good person. He was not a good steward of the brand. And there are some stories back in the day. There's about got in a throwdown at the DC Pen Show one year, like physical. It was great. We got some good stories from back then. Sleazy? Yeah, I think Sleazy's probably accurate. Still in the business. Not in the Esterbrook business, obviously, but still in the stationery business. Appreciate all those things. Willing to stand for the things that matter and don't waste your time on things that don't. It's really difficult. I mean, the second part. The first part is easy. Because that's just me being who I am. That's going to happen, right? The first part's easy. The things that don't matter, it's super easy to get wrapped up in that. And that's the things that I had to stop. Like, when I was on Twitter back in the day, just like venting on Twitter. It's like, like, it's just a bad, it doesn't help me personally, right? Oh, yeah. All right, 30 seconds left on this giveaway. But yeah, I appreciate that, Jacqueline. Like, I definitely wear my heart on my sleeve. Try not to let the little things bother me, so I can save myself up for the important things when I do need to get upset. Oh, was that what it was? The Namiki Winter Vlad? Do I know where he is now? I believe Sensa. That pin with the squishy grip section. Is someone correct me if I'm wrong? Does Robert Rosenberg own Sensa? I think that's what I heard. But I don't totally want to say for a fact unless someone can corroborate that. But I believe that's what he's involved in. That's why he deleted TikTok. Yeah. I rarely post. I genuinely like social media. I just don't really go on it very much. I used to just like, it used to just be fun and silly and things like that. And now I'm just like, I don't know. So that's the truth, man. I'm old now. I only have so much energy to get things right. So I've tried to like, yeah, like you gotta learn how to spend like the little energy that we have, because we all have less energy than ever. I have to use socials on my computer or my brain has a bad time. Yeah. Miss the old web. Yeah. Need to get back to the I Can Hash cheeseburger these days. What was I thinking the other day? Some old meme popped into my head just randomly. I was like, God, you're old. But cheeseburger is one of them. All right, let's close this giveaway. Yet we have to visit all your socials for the blog giveaways. No, you don't. You choose to visit all my socials for the blog giveaways if you would like more entries. Dutch Bill. Very clear distinction. Got him. Homestar Runner. Yeah. Burninator. Okay, this. Okay, draw winners. Let's go. Trogdor Burninator. All right, winner. Winner. Newland. Checking the email. Like me, I should be checking my email, or you're getting new email. I was about to say Trogdor the Burninator just won. Homestar, another product by Fine Georgia Boys. That's one of the reasons why I got in there. What's up, Moises? Is when I was living in Atlanta, they were huge. Oh, that's an email where it says, I didn't even see what. When you say email, I thought of something different. Immediately went to something different today. All right, Newland. You win. You get to breakfast. But yeah, they were huge back. Oh, you look. Okay. We have an exception this time. I feel this is warranted because Newland did call their shot. And being the good British denizen that they are, they said, if I win, I'm going to ask for the full English. So I think we can all agree for this instance that Newland called their shot. They get one of each of the stickers. I think that's only fair. Like, you called the shot and it came in. I think we go all in. I mean, I just think that's how this is going to work. Also, I think you're glad to see that I didn't give y'all a chance to vote. I just made a rule on my own. God, he is feisty today, chat. Stupid dogs. Is coffee on the full English? I think it could be in the order, right? Like we can have an exception from the T. New. I'm using your pencil. Land. 66. All right. I have no stickers for beans and toast. We should work on that. There's got to be a full English sticker set out there, right? We are feisty. We have learned, Corolla, afternoon streams are the feisty streams. If y'all did not learn that from last week, I think this week is definitely... We're used to authoritarian rule now. Damn it, this guy I watch on stream, he just picked all the stickers for everybody. Like, there's an egg, and there's bacon, and there's coffee, and he just chose to give them all to one person. There's going to be emails. I'm going to have to check with the manufacturers on this. All right. we better not lose Newland's. All right, Newland, email me, hello@pinac.com. We'll get this shipped out. We'll get this shipped out tomorrow. Thursday's a traditional shipping day. So we'll do... I'll have this shipped before... This won't be a shipping stream tomorrow. It'll be a shipping maintenance stream tomorrow. Speaking of things that are worth me getting worked up about, yeah, shoot. Love y'all too. This is great. Close that so we don't tobify the winning. You're moving, so I'll give a temporary address. I can hold it, like, seriously. Like, I've held people's stuff from moving or anything. So just let me know. Makes no difference for me. All right. So this is funny. I was thinking about people to raid. Oh, Jay's streaming. Oh, Brian. We should raid Brian. So we're gonna raid Brian. All right, see you, Brooklyn Beckham. We'll raid Brian in a second, but I was gonna. You should put some gold crap on your walls from Home Depot. I should. So two of the people I met at St. Jude earlier this year. So Kelpsy, who we raided, is actually playing Oregon Trail 2, which I thought would be hilarious to see. And then Deep Sea Homer, which I can't remember if we've raided before, but he hung out with us at the Twitch event. He literally is a Simpsons animator. So he's actually playing Fortnite, but as Simpsons characters. But yeah, he's the one that drew Lisa from in my notebook. I showed y'all that. If y'all were around for that stream, he drew Lisa in my notebook. So he's streaming, but we want to go hang out with the Brian Anderson, so we'll throw it that way. Always good to see what Brian's up to. If y'all have pin maintenance questions, I am not your guy, right? I am not the guy for that. Brian is. Like, I don't know how to fix pins. I know to tell you to go and see Brian Anderson. So if you have questions like that, he is great, super chill guy, just working away, and he would love to hear your questions. All right, so we'll get that cranked up. What'd y'all say? Ink Pony is an ink drop redemption? That's not a bad idea. Cheese beat you to it. What did Cheese do? Brad knows how to break pins and add washi. Damn, y'all are coming for me. Get a sign that says on the air. I do want to get one of those neon signs like Mike has, Ink Dependence Mike has. They're not that expensive. I'm thinking about, maybe we can talk about this tomorrow, chat, before I let y'all go. I have like 5 seconds. Thinking about one of my goals for next year is to like remodel the stream area. So it's been on my mind for a bit. So maybe. All right, y'all go say hey to Brian. I'm gonna take off. See y'all later. Bye.